But jandem bina towards 2026 presidential election, call me along call lebe caring opposition also, and of course in the ruling party, laftaling of course nga kacha about the government force because nita rafoikera opposition also, that means akamenta e man la fi kodo le mi along call lebe kekang man sakunda to mi along ko e man trata kan ko. Why do you think Gambia need to fall in rola in 2026 ka man sakunda do soro?
Well, mobe ye balu nya sotole, mobe ye jer nya sotole. We always have to go in to Bible coming for in hindsight. Mansa kunda le tartanun jang ya lonko for the past 22 years. And most of those feel that it was a repressive regime at some point, a lot of things has happened under the Jammeh era, 94 to 2016. So we've learned a lot, we've experienced a lot under the Jammeh governance. Along fonga bejibe mansa killing jamano buka dunia bang, dunia, and also where do we take where he takes the country and where was the country going? Lot of challenges, Buba. First of all, what was that regime going on doing? Projects, roads, development, and all those things. But on the shortfall side, which is that Alafanang, human rights abuses and all those things has happened. There is no doubt about that. There is no perfect regime, but Afanang metale could all be some of us we observe. Reality is that ni futata dladolto mansa se de amununya mansa mi alonko inyanta Gambia kipla. We start saying, I'm just saying.
So when you say human rights abuses, you mean on the Barrow?
No, I'm just talking about Yaya Jammeh.
Yaya Jammeh, okay.
Jabari too has his shortfalls. It may not be much compared to Yaya Jammeh, but he has his shortfalls.
Okay, continue.
Because until we are objective, as I say. So, why did you change? That's why you're asking. So we come to see that Gambia futa adamotole. Mansaya, you start speaking French. We don't want people who attack any other. This thing, ethnic. We are in Gambia. Ntol Buba. The pure Gambian is the one, all of the word, everybody, man. Ntol dol jam mamal botajan 100 years plus. More be. For me, the itafula nyoko. Lansaroti batale. So let's pick that philosophy. We are all human beings. We come from Adam and Eve. Adam and Hawa. So whole sifal, this zero, whole cool janta karandila. We don't want the young people to make mistakes. We are speaking to the young. The older may know, but this is the thing. We have a fight in our hand in Gambia. Cultural revolution. So in short, we feel that he should go. Anything, all these things, tell him thing, Mansaya, Lafta Killer King Tea and all those things. Mansaya is, governance is not easy. You have people around you telling you X, Y, and Z. We've seen a lot in terms of property, whatever you want to call corruption. Mansaya walk normally, but beyond that 2016, we have to go for a change. What was the dynamics in 2016? The equations, I don't know whether we want to discuss it, but the reality is that now we want Falimo. President Barrow has taken over. He also has done now. Before he comes over, electoral reform. You heard about the solo sending issue. There was a package there. Anybody who has come, we would have expected you, and we can argue that. Come in, need 2 terms. Okay, that's where we go. That's what, it is going to be all agreement. Buwa B, I just give you a short term. If we are to work with anybody on the next coalition, we expect that the president coming, whether it's Ablai, whether it's Sonko or anybody, you starting your term, it's an agreement. What I mean is luale kadada. Some people confuse that, no retroactive issues and so on and so forth. That is up to the individual. Okay, but it's an agreement. Lua Muminti, I can make a bill that anybody who served for the past 60 years of Gambian this thing, who have served this term, it's an agreement. You have to go. But beyond that, Najereko Barrow Finance Italy, really, a principle 2 times, okay. Before coming in, we have the 3 years issue. Before coming in, we have a lot of mistakes. But again, he has done his bit. capacity-wise, okay, the expectation in short is that to him much given, much is expected. Kunyal beketanya, abetula Gambia no lebulu. If they want to keep Barrow, let them continue. If they want to change, reality is that dunia katanyami. Gambia is at a slow, very, very slow pace. Look at development in certain countries. So this is the issue. We want a change that probably some of us.
So, but you want change. Why do you want to change Barrow?
It's not about me. The reality is that
opposition.
We want change.
You as opposition, you as citizen.
Yeah, a lot of reforms. When they were coming then, 2016, prior 2016, security reform, economic reform, legal and constitutional reform. What other reforms do I say? You have every year, security sector, civil servant, and all those things. You promise, because before you can mantrayala, if not in governance, you have to lay a lot of things to the people, to the voters, and they have to do with a lot of expectation. So if the capacity is there, but if you were to do 100 and you're still struggling with 10 and 20, it's up to the voters again. They will have to see whether it's enough for you. Buba. Everybody here, and the capacity for everybody is that and a lot of mistakes which we can discuss and so on within the Barrow administration.
What are these mistakes?
Well, a lot of times you have the wrong people, if I may say wrong, but Squire Peck's Ramsfools has been here. We have seen ministers declare that there was a corruption in their departments. We've seen also a lot of, today we are commissioning commissions. Man, it's a confused state. It should not be. Investigating the investigator. In the direction that we are going, as I say, as Saturday, if we are to sit here and start this thing, they may have a view, but honestly, I'm not saying that they're not trying to pull their weight, but ku jamal leketa. If you take investigations, ya to jana, nyinketa jana, ya landi jana, and two, the fear is that within his cycles, Mansakunda, our department is very, very challenging in terms of look at our ID card systems. Kata Banta, ID card, dual, well, they are comprehensible. Another one, which I could remember, is ID card license. For 9 good months, this country is not capable of giving ID cards. It questions whether we are fit to be a country. These are things. A lot of contracts has been done. We are not here but signing contract, and the fear also is that a country, we cannot also mortgage, or if not, all our assets. Foreign companies cannot. We have to have prestige. There are things that Gambia kuolom. Also look at our bar, this fishing fenko, buba. People are suffering because a lot of foreign trawlers, and they've been giving license, and don't be 2 days ago I was in Tanje. What you pound for 1,000, 5,000, and they are telling us, and we have heard it. We do our research and investigation. They are telling us that good fish, good quality fish have been packaged But in total Gambia dingol, we are struggling in our markets. Ni tata chalo be a 4 kg for 400. It's beyond. So what we have to, this thing, so the government has to do a lot. It has to do a more. I'm not saying they are government, they're there. But again, the success story for this government, I don't know. But definitely, I'm not saying, but again, also during this era of a new era in Gambia, after Gambia Tanyato, like we just say, as I just say, we welcome every kind of views, ideology. But for going forward, you've seen it, even though we were not in a party, we've mentioned it here, dealing with UDP candidate, what was started. But at the same time, Gambia and we have to also make sure our institutions, people governing, let them, hear us. because banku kolom, banko fana mobile have a say, mobile term. Am I get wrong? Along buba mansakunda mu karafa quality, and people have to be very, very careful. It doesn't matter whoever comes next. Mansakunda be fadim naring alon talibo nyolde one Barrow to stay here till doomsday. But as I just say, falling on yantakela le, kachale yantakela. Gambia, this is